I want to emphasize that the database from which we worked, we had to secure it, translate it. There is a considerable amount of material that we have made strategic choices not to look at because we only had 57 days to develop this report. So there's work to be done yet. So the statistics, everything we're presenting in the report is a very narrow slice of what could be a much larger database that we don't have, which would reveal more. So when you look at the statistics, recognize this is a slice of what's going on, not the total picture, but it does indicate the total picture we have described. So there are most winter sports involved, and there's a table in the report that shows the summer sports that are involved. And while it doesn't include every sport in our table and in the information that we've looked at, and again, I want to emphasize our database is narrow, we do know that every single positive first screen in the Moscow lab was sent up the chain of command and an order sent back down. Now that has to affect every single sport across the board, unless there is a sport that has never had a positive, which I would very much doubt is the case. So that's all I can do in terms of answering your question.
Okay.
I can't name specific athletes. We were not mandated to do that kind of work in this particular exercise. And specific sports, it covers the vast majority of the sports. In all of those Sochi samples that were analyzed by marks and scratches, we could see scratch marks left by a tool which would be pushing the ring up to open the bottle. And we could identify those, not with the untrained eye by just visual inspection, but with a trained eye and microscope assistance, you can identify that. And we noticed that in our experiment, we created very similar sorts of marks to the insides of the caps. My mandate was to investigate and provide a report and to establish facts. It wasn't to make recommendations, and I have not made any recommendations. There are no recommendations in the report. No recommendations have been made. The information is in the report for others to take, absorb, and act on, and not for me to make recommendations about, and I have made none.